One of the biggest challenges that people face whenever they look at fixing their credit or improving their scores is the why. And I call it the credit mindset. What that means is really defining why you want your scores to be better. As a society, that's what we're told. Well, you have good credit, you get better interest rates, you can actually get loans, maybe you can get into that house or buy a better car. 53% of employers are pulling credit, so maybe you get the job you want. Credit's everywhere. So everybody wants to have decent credit. And so you're in this situation where maybe yours isn't right now and you want to improve it. But your mindset going into it hasn't thought about those things. It hasn't thought about, well, why do I really want to have good credit? Most times when people walk in here or they call me on the phone and they talk to me, I ask them that question, and the biggest answer I get is, well, I'm trying to buy a house. So then I ask them, well, why do you want to buy a house? The two biggest answers I get is, well, I'm sick of renting. And the second answer I get is, I don't know. I didn't think you were going to ask me that. And either one of those answers I get, I don't really like to accept, because if you say you're tired of renting, then I ask why, and they tell me, well, I have crappy neighbors. Well, you can buy a house and get crappy neighbors. Or they might say, well, I'm just sick of throwing my money away. How much money are you throwing away? And they don't know that either. My point in this mindset, this credit mindset, is if you haven't thought about those things deeply, the journey of fixing your credit is going to be difficult. I wish it was a magic wand and all the negative and derogatories, all the bad stuff could just go away. But it doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of work, it takes persistence, and it takes participation. So you have to take some time and define what you want to achieve. What is your goal? What is your outcome? If it is owning a home, why is it? It has to be more than crappy neighbors or sick of throwing my money away. Do that math. If you're paying $1,000 a month in rent, that's $12,000 a year. That's $24,000 in 2 years. That's throwing a lot of money away. Is that enough to get you to buy a house? Maybe. Maybe you want stability for your family. Someplace they can always call home. That's a big deal to me. When I went through my divorce, I grew up a lot living with my grandfather. And when I got divorced, I had to go live with him for a couple of years. I was 31 or 32 years old when I had to move back in with him. That sucked. But it was also comforting at the same time because I could go back home to where I grew up and spent a lot of time. So that's something I want for my kids. I want them to always know they have a home. And in doing that, they'll want that for their kids. So stability is a big thing for me. Maybe it is for you. Maybe it's a certain school district. Maybe it's an investment. I don't know what your reasons are, but I challenge you to define those and to write them down Give this goal of owning a home or improving your credit, whatever it is, some definition, some true definition of the why. If you can put some teeth behind it, whether you're working with me on your own or with some other company, your chances for success significantly increase. Without it, you're rudderless. And it can make your path a lot longer, a lot more challenging, and a lot more frustrating. Get out that pen, get out that paper, put it on a computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever you can look at on a regular basis. Not saying it's got to be daily or hourly, but at least once a week, why you want to improve your credit, why you want to buy the house, why you want to get the better car. Whatever those are, write them down and define them deeply. Get into the right credit mindset, and you'll improve your chances significantly for success going through the process.